YouTube. Okay, YouTube stream started. What up, YouTube? What up? We were just recounting how this ship looks very blobby. A big blobby ship. I don't like it. I'm not a fan, but the problem with the whole not being a fan of your ship design thing is I don't exactly have a ton of materials that permit me to go about making changes. In fact, I think we're completely out of gravlight panels. I think we used the very last one, finishing this room over here. Ship looks great. Maybe not the wings on the nose. Yeah, right here. That was because I needed the spot to move the generators to, and same with the chem fuel tanks and everything. Like this whole section right here is completely temporary. Hi there, Fizzwise. It's nice to see a ship not. Well, you can guess. I have seen a lot of phallic-sized or shaped ships in the RimWorld directory. I've seen a few. I'm guessing that's where you're going with that. I think it's just more of a blob, and I would spell blob like this. Blab. It's a blab. Hi, Ghost Swarm, checking in. What is up? Some of them are on purpose, some of them are accidental. Oh, well, we're kind of in this golden age of Odyssey creations where everybody is just trying to figure out what works for them. For me, I actually find designing the ship to be very challenging because I really like to make extravagant colonies. And maybe not extravagant. Extravagant is not the right word, because I don't tend to go for art and things like that, but I like to make mega bases. Let's say that. I like mega bases, and I like to really lean into all kinds of crazy ideas for architecture and colony design, and trying to squeeze this entire colony into something of this footprint is very challenging for me, in kind of a good way. But still, the heat and the humidity, that's what's up. Are the heat and humidity making you feel like a blab? Blah. Hospital next to the gas tank. Yeah, just don't think about it too hard, okay? We need to make another deck for the ship. I was kind of thinking that we could essentially make like a path like so, and then have an entire other area like that, or something like this. Of course we can't do it right now. That was not the right button. We can't do it right now because I am completely out of gravlight panels. I managed to get a good number of them back from deleting the floor here around this grav core, but I used them all making the storage room for chem fuel. So yes, we have the hospital squeezed between the chem fuel storage and the chem fuel storage. Literally nothing could go wrong. Literally nothing. AFK a bit, have a meeting. Good luck with the meeting, JSOG. You're pretty new to RimWorld. You don't have any DLC yet. You're currently working on your last non-DLC colony. The intention is to make the ship and finish. If not, then you'll buy the first DLC and learn it. Also, you're a long-time lurker. Well, thanks for the long-time lurk. Hi! It's Miss Madams! Hello! Hi! Hi, Raiders! Hello! Welcome in! How was the Wandering Village? Whoa, how was the Wandering Village? I haven't played that game in a long time. I have to look it up now. And hello, Reza! Hi, Molly Berry. Nice to see you. Me, Mikkel? Yeah, Kiri. Is it Kiri or Kiri? Because I've heard Vic pronounce your name as Kiri before, but I'm not sure. Soul Star Singer, hello there. Welcome in, everybody. It's so nice to have you. Hi, Infinity. It's excellent. Your first time playing it and you enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. The Wandering Village. I haven't played since 2022. I think I saw that there was an update, right? I'm so glad to hear that you enjoyed it. How have you been liking Odyssey? I think I saw you playing Odyssey recently too. Thank you so much for coming over, everybody. And hello, I am Jess. I am back streaming after like 3 or 4 months of being on a mental health hiatus. I also have new glasses that if I look at the light in a certain way, my eyes turn into big blobby voids. It's super creepy. I'm trying not to look at the lights. Hi, Explodey! It hit 1.0! That's awesome. Thank you so much for reading over. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to have you all. We are playing RimWorld today. We are playing RimWorld Odyssey. And this is my ship. So this is the newest DLC for RimWorld, where you can create ships and fly them around the world and into space. It's like having a nomadic RimWorld colony, and it's really cool. It's really awesome, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is creepy, and you love it. I have my old glasses here too, like just in case that this gets too creepy. I'm really trying not to tilt my head in the way that creates the void eyes, but also thank you for the follows. Welcome. I'm really happy to have you all. I hope that you're having a good Wednesday. My Wednesday has been kind of I'm just laughing at the SS blob. That's how I was describing my ship earlier. It's a blob. It feels very blah to me. It's a blob. I'm also having kind of a blobby day. Honestly, like today has been hard. It's been a hard day to show up and stream, but I really appreciate you all coming over. Like I said, I'm Jess, and I don't know what I stream anymore because I don't know, I'm just back from hiatus and we're playing RimWorld. So today we're streaming RimWorld. But we have a very friendly community here, very lurker friendly. And I appreciate you being here. It looks like a vest. It has pockets. It was initially supposed to be this shape right here. It was kind of like a pine cone. But then I realized in my redesign that I did not leave any space for some of my integral components to the ship, like my power generation, my fuel storage for my ship, or my extra fuel storage for my ship. So I kind of had to... Or a hospital. We didn't have any room for a hospital, so I had to shove it all at the top. Retroactively, so... This part was all designed very intentionally. This part was just smacked here for necessity. But in order to grow your ship with this DLC, you have to have certain components, and... Oh, no, I was wrong. We have 3 more gravlite panels. Just 3. Can we paint the ship walls? Yeah, I know you can paint them. You need Tinctoria for that, right? I've hardly ever explored the dyeing mechanic in RimWorld. I think you need to take Tinctoria, and I don't have any. Our colony is filled with darkness-loving transhumanists. So, at some point we're gonna have to leave this glow forest tile and like go back out into the sunlight, and they are going to hate it. But maybe we can grow some Tinctoria then. And thank you, Raiders, for being here. If you don't know Miss Madams, she is super duper lovely. And Molly Berry was here too, both very lovely streamers. I've hung out with them both in person at TwitchCon. Super duper lovely, and they play a variety of games. Like The Wandering Village. But I've also seen a lot of Dune Awakening recently and some RimWorld. Honestly, both very wonderful creators. So if you are interested in finding more awesome creators to follow, I recommend both Miss Madams and Molly Berry. Have I seen Penny yet? Did I miss somebody? And who? Maybe? I'm not sure. But thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You need to Victoria. Painting walls is a lot of fun. Oh, Penny equals kitty. Dick got a kitty? I heard about the kitty that was coming a few streams ago, which might have been like 2 weeks ago at this point. I don't know. What is time? But the last time that I was lurking with sound on, I heard about the upcoming cat adoption. That's really cute. She's the bestest, super cutest fluff. Oh, you reminded me. I was gonna tell you about this. There has been a lot of talk in our household about getting another cat. Believe it or not, in like a month, I think it's Mr. Kitty Remembrance Day. I put it on my calendar so I wouldn't forget. Yeah, actually, like 4 weeks from now, it has been a year since we said goodbye to Mr. Kitty, and I miss his stupid face like every day. But there's been a lot of talk in this house about getting another cat. We can't do it here in this rental because I don't know that I would want to have a cat in this rental, first off. But also it's against our lease terms. But both of us are like, I want another cat. I want a new cat. I want a cat. So I have to live vicariously through other cat owners for the time being, but I don't know, there might be a cat in my future. And I can only hope that my next cat is the complete polar opposite of my old cat, okay? My old cat, he was the cutest cat that ever walked this earth, and I will stand by that, okay? But along with his cuteness was the most stubborn and trouble. Stubborn and trouble. He'd caused so much trouble. He was just purely like a troublemaker. His troublemaking ability and stubbornness was proportional to his level of cuteness. Like anything this cat could do to make my life miserable or challenging, he would do it. So I really hope that for my next cat, I just get the polar opposite. I just want the bestest, super cutest fluff. That's just like pure cuddles, doesn't cause mayhem and destruction, doesn't eat cables to get your attention, doesn't try to eat plastic bags or hair ties or anything really. Just anything that was chewable, he would do it. Computer cables, he would eat those. Plastic bags, straws. His favorite thing was hair ties and bobby pins. Absolute chaos. Just learn an outdoor neighborhood cat, one of those multi-family cats. I haven't seen any cats in my neighborhood specifically. I've seen them in like adjacent neighborhoods. You want to get a bonded pair one day. Another streamer that I know and an IRL friend, I think she's live right now actually, Alana Orama, she recently adopted a bonded pair of cats and they are just adorable. I have seen them in person and cuddled them, and they are just like these sweet little floof balls of love. And I see Alana's cats and I'm just like, I really just hope my next cat is this nice. Can I please just get a cat that is pure cuddles? Pure cuddles, and it's just chill and fluffy and cute. And not pure mayhem. Basically what FG did. Hi, Lex! Who would lure in cats with treats? Yeah, I have How is the multi-family neighborhood cat adoption thing going? I was looking through FG's emotes last night, and I saw an emote of a cat that I didn't recognize, and that must be the cat. You haven't seen him in ages. Oh no. Yeah, is that the cat? Chaos equals love. Yeah, I miss that dude. I can't believe it's like a month and it will have been a year already. So today, the first problem we have to concern ourselves with is the fact that we have no food. And I'm really concerned as to where all the food went, because when we landed here and all of yesterday's stream, I had so much food. I had so much food. Where did it all go? Did we literally eat it all, or did I accidentally turn all our food into biofuel? I don't think I did that though, because I said only make chem fuel out of raw fungus. So we had to have eaten all the food. Maybe we fed it to our starving animals, because there's a lot of them now. Whoa, hold on a second. How many goats do I have? Oh, I just noticed all these little pipsqueaks. Look at these goats. These are not fungus. These are goats. They're about the size of a mushroom, but they're here. Too many goats. Not enough goats. That's the cat. Odin, the roaming neighborhood floof. Animals. We have too many goats. Maybe that's where the food went. It's a goat swarm. I do have a goat swarm. And I actually thought I was being clever yesterday when I made this huge field of fungus and thought to myself, there's no way all these critters could eat all this fungus before we can harvest it for ourselves. And I was very wrong. They ate all the fungus, so basically we have no food. Could the extra goats be food? I think we might have to do that. Look how many animals are pregnant! I think we gotta, because here's the thing. I have 4 meals. And that's it. I'm sorry, goat swarm. Look away. Look away. Goat Doe 2 is not quite an adult. Apparently an adult. Oh, I guess a goat doe is just a female goat, right? We also have Yak 1, Yak 2, Yak half 2, and Yak 3. I'm gonna slaughter Yak 1 as well. Hopefully that gives us enough food. You'd eat the goats. Well, see what we can do. I'm also going to click on these mushrooms and harvest fully grown and see what we can get. Hopefully it's enough. I discovered yesterday that you can eat agaralux, and there's also these glowstone mushrooms that you can also eat. So, fungus, here we go. Our colonists prefer to eat fungus anyway. And they also like to be bathed in darkness. Being bathed in the lack of sun. Which leads me to my next problem. In order to expand our ship, we need to visit one of these 3 quests that can give us a grav core and grav light panels, and something tells me that none of them are going to be in a glow forest. And the glow forest is important because it's constantly dark there. We don't have to worry about that pesky orb of fire. This crash back in the way platform is in the grassland. This frozen terraformer sounds like it's probably in a frozen wasteland. aka Tundra. Also with a big ball of fire. And then the mechanoid relay is in a temperate forest, aka big ball of fire. Oh no, don't look. We're slaughtering goats as we speak. Ah! Okay, but now we probably have some noms. The 7 of your animals have gotten sick from the plague. Randy, why? Why couldn't it have been before I slaughtered all the goats? It is all my goats too. Goat doe 5 is pregnant. Goat number 3 is still young. Baby goat 4 and 3. Goat doe 2 is pregnant. Goat doe 8 is a baby. And goat doe 4 is pregnant. Randy just gets so excited when it comes to the killing. Randy, why? Why, Randy, why? What was Meep up to? Were you perhaps harvesting mushrooms for noms? So I was actually playing a different colony last night. I need to reorient myself with my colonists again. We have one like Edo. Fast Walker, Bloodlust, Nudist. Sorry, you have clothes on. We have Benjamin, Chemical Fascination, and Too Smart. Then we have Rage and Utakian, kind and psychically dull. Big on the intellectual and the animals and the shooting. We have Meep, incapable of dumb labor, but an undergrounder and a fast learner. Really good at social and intellect, and could be good at crafting if we leaned into it. You've got the Sir Puppy, supermune, greedy, lazy, asexual. Good with construction and medical, currently tending to our goats. Then there's Tyler, non-violent and nervous, but very good at construction, mining, animals, and crafting. How are you still alive? We've only had 1 death so far. I'm surely cursing myself now. But we've only experienced 1 death. And that was Flamethrower. And that was because of a mechanoid trap in one of the ancient structures. Hi, Metopian, welcome in. Rage, just researching the rage away. So here's something I think we should do. How much steel do we have? 153. That's not nearly enough. Okay, no, we have more than that. We have 153 plus 1,068. Should probably haul it. I shall build a steel shelf in the hospital for medicine, because I see that we have some overflowing into the other rooms. Can we get revenge on the mechanoids? That's the plan. The Grav ship start is all about getting revenge on the mechanoids. At some point, they hunt us for the entire game. At some point, I think the win condition is to hunt them. The hunted becomes the hunter. Where are you going with this fungus right now? Feeding raw fungus to a goat. They're definitely eating all the fungus. Do you think that we should create some more furniture for our colonists? Give them like nightstands and things? The goats will have their revenge at some point. On the mechanoids, of course. I can tell that someone is out there collecting the fungus, even if I haven't seen the harvesting and collection happen myself. I know it's happening because the fungus in the freezer number go up. Although we are feeding it to our goats. How are they doing with the plague? These are not my goats. The plague. The plague! The plague! All of the goats are actually recovering from the plague. Of course, and Randy. Do we even need to get revenge on Randy if all the goats survive? Also, we have an ad break! Ad break is happening! How did that goat get a bad foot? One of them got attacked by... I want to say a fennec fox. Yesterday. When it was just in little goat baby mode. It was attacked by a predator. And we rescued it. Yeah, a fennec fox is hunting goat 5 for food. Goat doe 5 is being attacked by a fennec fox, but we managed to protect the goat. Just lost a foot. That jerk, right? Hi, Avina. Thanks for the posture check. Okay. I don't know how to possibly sit up in this chair without having bad posture. It's very counterintuitive. It seems like it should be simple, but it's not. A royal tribute collector. A royal tribute collector from the refugee empire is approaching. They will accept any prisoners and gold you offer as tribute. The one who gives over the tribute will receive honor for fulfilling the tradition of supporting the upper houses. You can expect a tribute collector to arrive roughly twice per year as long as you are not enemies with the refugee empire. I do actually have 369 gold, which is only contributing to our wealth. Our wealth right now is sitting around 71,000. You saw a fox, it's here to finish the job. As long as it finds something else to eat instead. So the person who offers tribute gets the honor. We probably want someone with good social. Here's the thing, we only have one person in this colony who's good with social. Literally, Tyler has a 0, Disturbed Puppy has a 0, Rage has a 0, Ben has a 0, and One Leg Edo is incapable of social altogether. And then there's Meep, with a social of 15. I think we only have one option. So, Meep it is. I volunteer Meep to be the one who does anything social, including communicating with traders, collecting honor from royal tributes, etc. You like Edo? They were just Edo, and then they lost a leg and became One Leg Edo. Yeah, 369 gold is like 350 gold too much. Why is it not letting me type this? It only gives me 5 honor? 3 honor. For 250 gold? Freeholder title gained. Meep received the title of freeholder. The title of a freeholder cannot be inherited. If she dies, no one will inherit this title. Now we have 250 less gold, which should reduce our wealth. Could I teach someone to get better with social since we're good at it? Yeah, you can find skill trainers. Skill trainers are like a one-time injection of mechanoids, I think, that will train a certain part of the brain for the skill that you want. Like social, for instance. There are also books now which I have books over here. If one of these happen to teach social, which they don't, they teach either intellectual or cooking. And if you assign them to social tasks, such as wardening or childcare, I think you could raise social that way. You done with the immediate stress? Properly high, just in chat. Well, properly high to you, Infinity. How's it going? There's a cobra in my pen. How goes the plague? 39% immunity. Hi, Ezradai!
woahhjess.
Ezradai, hello! Thank you for the 55 months of resubscribing in the 54-month streak. Hello, welcome back. Go Ezradai. Thank you for the support. You meant the RimWorld version. You hate everyone. Actually, for somebody who is incapable of social, Edo actually has really good relations with most of the colony. This DLC is way better than Anomaly. Hi there, Salaroth. Mona rest burning points? I actually don't know how this is possible. Their puppy's opinion, let's see. Deep talks and chit chat. So when you say incapable of social, what they really mean is incapable of work related to the social skill. But the colonists can still be social. Yeah, incapable of social and caring, meaning they can't doctor, be a child carer. That's a weird noun. A child carer. And they can't rescue. Or be a warden. Thank you for the hydration! In regards to this DLC over Anomaly, I don't know that I would say this DLC is better than Anomaly in the strictest sense. What I will say is that this DLC is more conducive to generalized playstyles than Anomaly. Anomaly was a really cool DLC, but I think limited in scope of application to like the bigger picture when it comes to RimWorld and role-playing and the kind of colonies that you can create. Whereas Odyssey is just an entirely new, like it's just a whole other ballgame. Yeah, Anomaly is very specific. This is its own play style. Yeah, well, first off, the ship allows you to roleplay a nomadic colony. And of course there are plenty of mods that let you do the same thing. No! Incoming mechanoids. So there are plenty of mods that let you do the same thing, but the way that this one is balanced is it forces the nomadic colony life on you for this exact reason. There are mechanoids that we angered at the very start of this playthrough, and they have committed themselves to forever hunting us. The mech hive scanning process is close to determining your location. When it locates your grav ship, it will send a massive mechanoid force to kill you. Gather your supplies and flee the map by selecting the pilot console and selecting launch. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. I really enjoy this experience though, because most of my time in RimWorld has pretty much been settle a tile and survive, right? Like I have almost, I think, 2,600 hours in RimWorld, and like 2,500 of them have been settle a tile and survive. I've never been a huge fan of the caravan system. I've never really been into trying to make a nomadic colony work through mods or otherwise because it was very clunky and frustrating. But Odyssey just completely opens the door to all kinds of nomadic colony playthroughs. And I love that. And I love the challenges that the grav ship introduces. Like, instead of building huge, sprawling mega bases like I like to do, I am forced to condense down to this size here. Yeah, you take your base with you. It's super cool. And Marius, hello, welcome in. They can still go around and insult everybody on an insulting spree. The incapable of social. Well, they can still talk to everyone too. There is more value compared to the price than Anomaly. I think Anomaly has some interesting aspects to it, but I personally feel like I can get a lot more replayability out of this versus Anomaly. Yeah, exactly. It's a whole slew of new playstyles. You would like to have the ship travel without having to worry about the enemy. You can! This is just the starting scenario. So every DLC has come with a new endgame. A new endgame goal. So royalty, which I actually have never done the royalty ending, but the royalty ending involves the Royal Empire. It's a bunch of hubbub around working alongside the Royal Empire. The Ideology was next. Ideology introduced the Arco-Nexus? Or was that Biotech? I think it was the Arco-Nexus, right? What was Biotech's end? And then Anomaly's end goal, we never finished either. So I have no idea what that one was. I never finished it. And then this one has a whole new ending, which involves the mechanoids, which we have yet to explore. But you can still have the grav ship and do your own thing, independent of the mechanoid storyline. You don't think Biotech had an ending? I'm coming up blank for an ending, so I would believe that. With Odyssey, they managed to provide new replayable playstyles. With Anomaly, they managed to provide a ton of new playstyles, but they're not very replayable. A ton of new playstyles, but they're not very replayable. But here's the thing, I don't think that any DLC is inherently better or worse than the other. I think they just offer a whole bunch of new options for players to choose themselves, like what they value in the experience in RimWorld. Hi, Hidden Sage. Odyssey kind of sounds like the first DLC that just hands down added features that mods hadn't been able to do some version of well. I don't know, because there was the Save Our Ship mod that kind of involved this whole idea of having a traveling colony, but I never played it. One of us. Yeah. Anomaly ends with how it starts, the monolith. Yeah, I never finished my Anomaly playthrough. That's what I understand too, is Odyssey was inspired by Save Our Ship. So, y'all, the mechanoids are coming in 4 days and 16 hours, which is a problem because I don't have any food. I mean, we do, I guess. I do see that I have a bunch of harvesting orders around the map, so we just need to focus on doing all that. Maybe we should put Rage and Meep on basically full-time growing for the time being, so they can go about the map and harvest things, so we can fill our... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's say once on growing and... subsequent harvesting. The pause was me thinking as to whether or not handling was tending to sick animals or if that's doctoring. Tend to animals is doctoring. Okay, yeah, so it should be fine if we take rage off of animal handling. And I'm gonna force some cooking. Let's drop everything on the floor. Somebody should eventually haul this stuff back to the stockpile. Actually, I take it back. Butchering, we should definitely take the stockpile. Because we have to travel back to the freezer to grab another corpse. So we may as well just take the meat. You know what I mean? Like, butcher, grab the meat, drop it off, take a creature, butcher, etc. So now these two, Rage and Meep, when they're done doing whatever they're doing, should be harvesting. Meep is annoying though because Meep won't haul. So we're just leaving a bunch of mushrooms scattered about the map, and they're really hard to see. I like the glow forest biome, but at a glance, I cannot see anything. None of my harvesting symbols, the fungus just floating about the map, lost on me. Save Our Ship is a bit clunkier. So I'm noticing that you're dropping the meat on the floor despite me saying take it to best stockpile. Okay. I guess slaughter the last goat. Ew. Very ew. Two colonists are idle. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have anything for you to do. Luckily, we finished redesigning the entire ship. Clean this room first. We don't want to get food poisoning. Clean up all this blood and the guts. Okay. It was vitally important to haul that. Why is my turtle hanging out in the freezer? So I see you while joining the name queue. Do you think we should finally name our animals? Problem with naming the animals is if I decide to slaughter them, I feel bad killing animals named after chat. However, I do have some animals just floating around the ship, like Tortoise 1 and Raccoon 1 and Squirrel 1. Completely useless, but for some reason we have them. You love the Dragons of the Rim or Pokemon mods? They totally break the game. Dragons of the Rim. It only makes sense to name bonded animals. I think it makes sense to name any animals that are not pen animals. They're not completely useless. They are emergency food. I was going to slaughter them, but chat was like, no, don't slaughter them. No, keep them as pets. So here they are. We have just a tortoise. You don't want to be an animal unless it's the ship's tortoise. You want to be a trash panda? It's kind of fun killing off chat. Hi, Drawley. And hi, Dane. My hair is tickling my ears. Did I fix the reflection problem with my glasses? No. I still have bits where my eyes should be. You wouldn't mind the tortoise either. Alright, so maybe what we'll do... I think I have a button to clear the queue. Reset names list. I do have a button for that. Did it work? It did. Okay. I just told it to pick a name to see if it cleared the queue. Okay, so there's nobody in the name queue. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna name the tortoise. If you have any interest in being named after the colony tortoise, or to enter a name for the tortoise, you can type !join or !join with your special fancy name after the command. And then I will pick just for the tortoise. And then we'll do the same for the raccoon, and I guess the squirrel. What? Why is there bullfrog meat? And it's refrigerated. It must be really cold in my ship. Assign... Manage food policies. They should not be eating raw food. So why do you have raw food in your bed? Hi there, RevPunked. Okay. The squirrel stored it in there, just squirreling it away. Where'd that... There you are. Okay, the tortoise. Here we go. I'm picking a name. I hope you made it into the queue. Into the raffle. Alistair won it. Alas! Turtle. I said tit. Alice Turtle. Hi there, Dorian! Welcome in! Okay, alright. Resetting the names list. Okay, it's reset. There's no confirmation that things are being reset. So I just have to check. Now we're going to name the raccoon. So, same conditions apply. If you want to enter with your Twitch name, !join. If you have a special fancy name, just type that after the join command. Who wants to be a raccoon? Rocket. Rocket Raccoon? I feel like I recognize this reference. Is this a Marvel's reference? Also, Rev, enjoy your lurk and have a good day. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Rocket is an adorable, tough guy. I see a lot more desire to be a turtle than to be a raccoon. I have to say I'm kind of surprised. Okay, we have ads coming soon, so I'm gonna pick a name now. Goat Swarm. I feel like I should name a goat after Goat Swarm. Goat Swarm. Capital S. Hands will only get you so far. Is this a raccoon reference? Don't tortoises technically have hands too? They have feet. Goats warm, lizards cold. Okay, nameless reset? Yes. Paranoid is not resetting. Now, we're going for the squirrel. Exact same thing. Exclamation join. Raccoons have hands with little non-opposable thumbs. So are you opposing the non-opposable thumbs? Do you need to add a reset message? I am paranoid that it's not being reset, so maybe. Mayhaps. 582 fungus just out in the world to collect? Barrel, barrel. Look at all this fungus. Barrel, barrel. As I go, I'm noticing a decrease in interest in joining the colony animals as a named colony animal. Joining the colony as a named colony animal. There's a lot of interest in the tortoise. Medium interest in the raccoon and very low interest in the squirrel. How come nobody's cleaning? How can you be idle when there are things to clean? How can you be idle when there are things to harvest? We don't have a home zone set? We do. Alright. Let's pick the name for the squirrel. Right here. Right now. It is, of course, Lex with the name Dees. Our imaginations can fill in the rest of that one. Dun, dun, dun. This squirrel is absolutely nuts. If only we had some nuts for D's, and then they would be D's nuts. $93 D's degrees. No nuts, but we do have potatoes. We don't have any potatoes. What are you talking about? We have fungus. Okay, I see some cleaning happening. Ugh, sleeping. Alright, it's really good that we're cleaning because it was disgusting. This potato. Okay, to be fair, we do have that potato. How did it get so dirty in here? Alright, we're back from the ad. I think. Was there just an ad? There is a cobra hanging out in my pen. Also, I have this pesky problem of not knowing where I'm gonna keep all my animals. Or where I'm gonna put a table. These fungi sound nicer. These fungis. We are very idle. We have nothing to do because we are done rebuilding the ship. Alright, who are we gonna follow now? Ben? Relaxing socially. How are you idle when there's research to be had and nobody's researching? And you are assigned to research. Right there. These fun guys. Hi, Rawl. Nice to see you. How goes the glowy forest life today? Well, it's going okay. We ran out of food. But as it happens, there is a ton of food available around the map. And I only realized after the fact. After inhabiting three glow forest tiles. My fourth tile, the fourth time was the charm. Turns out there's fungus you can consume all over the place. So I unnecessarily subjected my colonists to starvation on the last few glow forest tiles. You live and you learn. And we have mechanoids coming in 3 days. So that's cool. How have you been enjoying Odyssey, Roll? It's nice to see you. Chat was talking about you a little bit ago. New version of the names list in my inbox. Alright. Cool. I don't know where I'm keeping that stuff at the moment. Oh, okay, I got it. Setups, import. Ah! The names raffle has been reset! Heck yeah. Thanks, Alistair! Thanks for making that real quick. Yay! Now I have confirmation that the names raffle has been reset. I appreciate you doing that. You live and you learn, or you die and your successors learn. That's true. Let's try not to do the dying part. Now, if only we could get it to stop complaining about people not following the channel when they clearly are. Mona Red has been following since the 21st of January 2022. You've been really enjoying Odyssey? I have too. I have not been playing it nearly as fast as I want to be playing it. This is still my first colony, and we're still pretty early in the scenario. Who was talking about you? I'm not sure. There was a bit of a side conversation happening in chat about anomaly and mods. Sometimes when chat has their own side conversation, I just tune out for those. I only have so much processing power. Hi there, Tyler! Glad to see you're still above ground. Hi, gang! Yeah, you are. Everyone's very idle, though. We have mechanoids coming in 2 days and 15 hours. And I'm trying to collect all the fungus that we can. You joined after watching me on the RimWorld Hot Potato event for charity! Ah, the RimWorld Hot Potato. We have another one of those coming soon, TM. No, I don't think you messed it up. For some reason, the bot just does this. Boop. How time flies. It's almost time for another hot potato. Don't I know it? Animal starvation. My ducks are starving. Duck 1 and Duck 5. Do you not eat the fungus? There's a fennec fox in the pen. And the cobra seems to have waddled off. Oh, there it is. It's over there now. It's definitely gonna try to eat my baby goats. Like, any moment, it's hungry. Probably was talking about how the random research mod doesn't work with Anomaly. I have never used the random research mod. I assume it does what it says. Just picks random research for you. You think you had a bug report on that was supposedly solved, but visibly it actually wasn't. Oh, it even says fennec fox in animal pen. Yep. There sure is a fennec fox in my animal pen. Baby goat. The fennec fox bit off the baby goat's body. Bite in the body caused baby goat to die. How do you bite off a body? You love fennec foxes. I don't love it when they kill my baby goats. I suppose it's one less goat to feed, though. I don't know how we're gonna feed all these animals. I guess I have the hay. I have backup emergency hay. Wait, I see some fungus. Oh my goodness gracious, somebody has been very active. 2,218 fungus around the map. Somebody has indeed been harvesting the fungus and not hauling it back. Meep? I bet it's Meep. Meep is all about harvesting those plants, but not hauling them back. Caused by a backstory, medieval lady. Alright, emergency hauling plus. We only have 2 days and 1 hour! Hi, Lemon Ducky!
I was fired from the clock factory after putting all those extra hours in.
Shaking my head, Lemon Ducky! But I'm not shaking my head at that 47-month resub. Holy moly, Lemon Ducky, welcome back! Thank you very much for the support! Sneaks in very loudly. I think you would call that the opposite of sneaking. More like announcing. Criminal pun. Oh, welcome back. Thank you, Lemon Ducky. Cheers. Happy Wednesday. Surely ghosts can source their own food. Now there's a cobra in my pen. It's probably gonna go for my other baby goat. Something tells me we might need another shelf. Did we get all the steel hauled? No. Yeah, everyone's on emergency hauling plus. In order to get this all in here, because we have 1 day and 20 hours until the mechanoids arrive. No sleeping! Wow, that was incredibly fast. Thank you for that. Thanks for the good work, Tyler. You enjoyed that joke. I did too, actually. Cobras in RimWorld are no joke. You've seen them tear the limbs off of a colonist. I think cobras in real life are no joke too. Here's the thing. Are we going to be hauling back one single bit of fungus at a time? Am I going to have to micromanage this? You're on vacation and just got to the Netherlands. The plus, they seem to have really good snacks. The downside is they might have too good of snacks. Also, city design and stuff is good. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time in the Netherlands. I stayed in the Netherlands for like a month. And yes, city design is very good. And also, the snacks. That was when I was first introduced. Yeah, see, Ben, haul multiple things at the same time. This magic idea. No, hold that one too. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Good job, Ben. I knew you could do it. Notably, bread and sprinkles. Buttered bread and sprinkles. Like, criminally good. You lost a colony because a tortoise bit a colonist's foot. Even the tortoise is no joke. Those tortoises can be deadly. Okay, they are hauling things very inefficiently, but at least the hauling is being done. I even installed pickup and haul. Right? On me. Allow putting corpses into inventory. Enable debug logging. Minimum free inventory space. Consider hauling to inventory. "100% results in pickup and haul requiring pawns to be completely naked." Okay. Is there another hauling mod that I'm missing? Where they haul urgently? More smarter? More smartly? Where instead of just picking up one chunk of fungus, they'll pick up, I don't know, maybe 2 chunks of fungus? Like that? Pickup and haul did it. Well, they're still being a little bit silly about it. Like, is Ben gonna come down here and haul a single thing, or can we just go like whoop and grab all 6? No! All this one too, Ben, and that one, and that one. Tyler? Grab this one. And that one. I don't think they can carry it all at once. I think that's part of the problem. Fungus must be heavy. He would simply walk away from the tortoise at leisurely speed. Oh no, infinity. Thanks for the wrist stretch, Salaroth. While you are up. Oh yeah, while you are up. That was a mod that I really like. Duh. You see bark in the keywords. Yes. It is true that bark is one of my tags, but this is the second time today that somebody's brought it up, and it's the third time this week that somebody's brought it up, and like the 10th time since I came back from hiatus that people have brought up the bark in the tag. It was like that for like a year. Maybe not. Maybe a few months. I don't know. What is time? But did something change in the way that Twitch is promoting tags or something that everyone is like very focused on this bark and the keywords? Also, hi TX. Hello. And Zarlicia, hello to you. Is figuring out how to optimally haul an NP complete problem. Wait a second. Pause game. 23 hours mechanoid thread. I'm like sitting here tabbed out looking at Steam. Pick up and haul. And heal. No, and haul. Pick up and haul. If possible, colonists that can haul will haul stuff to inventory, pick up more than one item to haul to a stockpile, and then unload their inventory. Colonists that have traveled far to haul something will look further to haul other items to haul. That's not happening. It's not happening. But I've seen it happen multiple times. They just run out and grab one thing and come back. It's almost like this mod isn't functioning. Wait. There's something in the comments. I'm currently experiencing the same errors as mentioned. Pawns hauling only taking one item at a time. But if right-click ordered to do so, they will do a multi-haul. It seems 95% of the time they're not doing it. Haul urgently options make the pawn wander, not able to do any jobs until cancelled. Yeah, they are just wandering around right now instead of doing the hauling. Okay, so I think it's a mod conflict. Okay, it's not just me. It seems like this is actually an issue that people are having with the mod. What about while you're up? Works with pickup and haul when the 1.6 fixes are merged and this unofficial version. Pickup and haul, unofficial 1.6 alternative. So first off, pickup and haul is forked right now. And while you're up is also forked. Did you break something? It seems like it's just broken in general. You think I'm asking too much of these colonists? You can't get it to work, you don't know why it doesn't. Maybe it's because pickup and haul isn't working properly either. Does the mod have any config to adjust the collection range? I just checked that. Uh-oh. Is the bot broken? So, okay, hold up. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Pick up and haul 1.6 forked. There's a bunch of stuff here in the comments which are very teeny tiny. You know, because my monitor and all, but so if you have a multi-haul item queued, there's that. It looks like a kind of sort of fix. Haul urgently makes the pawns wander and not able to do any jobs until canceling the haul urgently orders. Pawns only hauling one item at a time, but if right-click in order to do a multi-haul, they will. Picking up one item at a time instead of multiple items. A few times they do multiple items, they take extremely suboptimal zigzags. Just stuff. It's not a fix. Yeah, and then while you're up, the 1.6 quick and dirty fix. Also a quick and dirty thumbnail. I'm not sure if this would help at all. Or if this would make it work. Or if this would make it work or make it worse. Does this work with pickup and haul 1.6 forked? It does so right there. Works with pickup and haul unofficial 1.6 alternative, which is the one I'm using. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And hi, Doruba. woahhjess is back. Was worried they overheated. I don't know. Everything's broken. Have a good meeting, Alistair. You sometimes notice your pawns will only grab one thing, but it seems to be when the target pile in storage is half full, so they'll grab 35 steel to fill an existing stack of 40 up. I mean, we could try the 1.6 quick and dirty fix. I don't know if that will help anything. It seems there's an issue here too. I don't know. Or we could just micromanage it. If the bug was introduced in an update to the mod, only an update to the mod will fix it. Yeah, but it seems like nobody knows what the issue is. The author is saying that this was a few days ago, to be fair, but that they're having trouble identifying what the problem is. So I don't know. But this makes me feel better because I'm over here very confused by this hauling behavior. Basically, the problem I'm having is when they go to haul urgently, either they're not doing it, they're just wandering around, like despite having haul urgently on a 1, wandering around aimlessly. Wandering instead of hauling urgently. Or when they do finally go and haul, they're only grabbing one item at a time, which is what these mods are supposed to be fixing. But if I, for instance, say to go and haul the steel, they'll grab a bunch of it all at once. Everybody needs sleep. There's another ad happening already! Didn't we just have one of those? I know that we've tried this before, but... Okay, how much fungus is in my freezer? 1,927. Okay. So most of it's in the freezer. You know, you're not hauling everything that I want you to. No, How much are you carrying right now? 32 steel, 16 kilograms. What is your maximum carry capacity? 68. Nowhere close to carrying capacity. Oh wait, no, it says right here. 35. Oh, clothes count as carried. You have 21 hours to go gather all that steel. We have 20 hours to go gather all that steel. I need somewhere to put the animals. How about in here? Not a good idea, but how about in here? Don't have a stockpile zone set. This is going to be important? Yeah. Important. Fresh raw food, and then grab the animal pen marker and reinstall here. And that should get all the animals over here. Do I recommend shoving all the animals into the laboratory? No, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. Ad starts in 3 minutes. Oh, yes! So what I was gonna say is... there was one point in time where we tried doing a 3-minute ad block every hour, and for some reason we didn't stick with that. And I went back to having 1.5 minutes of ads every 30 minutes. Do you all think that now would be a good time to reevaluate? Trying a 3-minute ad block every hour instead of every 1.5 every 30 minutes. It's a barn lab. Heck yeah, it is. Alright, we have 16 hours. I need everyone to just get up and haul. There's no place to put it. Put it on the floor. Meeple haul. Every hour is usually better. Non-sub opinions welcome. Well, I think the reason why I didn't stick with it was because I was trying to take a break every hour with the 3 minutes, and I found it to be really intrusive. And I didn't end up taking 3-minute breaks every hour, so I switched it back to 1.5 minutes every 30 minutes, because then you can kind of just like stream through them slightly. I don't know. I feel like 30 minutes might be a better option for me, but you pay for turbo because you hate ads. I also have turbo. Don't think it'll change anything. They'll still go unnoticed by me, and it's not going to change how often I break. Well, I know it won't, because I tried it before and it was frustrating. I'm gonna unlock solar panels even though we don't use them, because we're about to maybe go to a new biome that maybe might have some sunlight. Maybe. Quest available! The Dark Ship. You have intercepted a distress signal. A hostile shuttle carrying a sanguiphage master and 3 thralls is having trouble with its engines. You can use signals to draw it down to crash near Shippy McBove's landing site. I don't know that I want to have a sanguiphage. Is now the time for a sanguiphage? Unsure. I need somebody to move this pen marker, like, now. And we also need to put the tables back inside. But there's nowhere to put them. Okay, I'm going to kind of sort of block the path here. And we have another one on this side. Kind of sort of block the path on this end. Definitely block the path. And a chest table? Okay, so priority expanding the ship for sure. $11 hours. Also poor timing, yeah. Mid-rolls cost more than pre-rolls. What do you mean by cost? We have 9 hours to get all of these animals inside here. Do you mean strictly monetary cost or like viewership cost? Okay, we're cutting it really close. We have 7 hours. Let's do a quick save. Hi, Kepler. He said it cost him more viewers to do mid-rolls as opposed to pre-rolls. I feel like that has to be a very specific use case, because most of the opinions I've seen shared on the issue would say the opposite, that pre-rolls cost more viewers. It's more like the lost opportunity. The cost of lost opportunity. Okay, everybody get on the ship. Oh, except you. I see that you just released the animals. Okay, now everybody get back on the ship. We have to take off. Mechanoid threat in 3 hours. So the ship is really cramped, right? Now is probably a good time to consider picking up another grav core and some grav light panels. I do not know which ones we can actually realistically get to unless we do lots of jumps. That's too far. Here to here. There is one right here. We can make that in one jump. Because the problem is we can't just take multiple jumps. Every time that we move the grav ship, the engine has to cool down for a few days. So wherever we land is going to become a temporary site. I don't see the other option. 1, 2... 3. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I lost it. There it is. Ugh! The planet is spinning strangely. Yeah, okay, it's there. And we're here. So we might be able to get to this one. Quest. But the mechanoid relay or the crash mechanoid platform? It's the mechanoid relay. We have detected the energy signature of a grav core. It is powering a relay that is part of a huge mechanoid communication net. We can disassemble the relay, but the process will take days to complete. The relay itself will be heavily defended by mechanoids. Fun! This sounds awful. Imagine doing science in there, just surrounded by animals. You're definitely on team leave if you hit nab before you're invested. Same. Definitely same. That's why I just got turbo. I was so tired of hitting pre-rolls, trying to click into channels, and then also just getting jump scared by ads and other channels. And I don't really have any regrets about the turbo. The turbo purchase. tested pretty extensively and had very consistently better viewership with mid-rolls versus pre-rolls. Pre-rolls seem to reduce new viewers by like 20 to 30%. I would believe that. I haven't tested pre-rolls in years. I switched to the mid-roll ads and then never switched back. So I can't confirm or deny. Turbo lets you wander around and meet new people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember hearing from FG about the same thing. Alright, are we ready to go? I guess we're gonna fly away. Mechanoids in 3 hours. Travel to a new remote destination using your grav ship. Unless we build a grav anchor, the current map and anything not on the grav ship structure will be permanently lost and we will not be able to return. We do not have enough crew, but we do have 4 out of 4 thrusters. Rage is a good pilot, and then Ben has actually surpassed Meep as a potential pilot, potential co-pilot. Even so, the expected quality is a measly 44%. There's a 34% chance of having a minor incident when landing the grav ship. How come we can't come back? Shouldn't we be able to fly back to this tile again? Like, just on a... I haven't tried this, like... But we can't fly back to a tile we've already been to? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. Grab... Wait, where am I going? Launch... I didn't select the location. Oh, we have to start the process and then I choose a location. Ooh, someone's not on the ship! Mr. Puppy, get on the ship! No, Mr. Puppy's not on the ship! Okay, I don't see any more little white dots around the map indicating lost colonists. Launch this ship. Yes. Okay, so... No, I can't actually go back. You cannot come back if you leave without the anchor. Well, why not? Explody, have a great day! Thank you for joining us today. It was lovely to meet you as well. Hello, Tangent. Hi. You just snuck into a base and built steel walls around the wasp trap so you could swipe some grav panels. How did you manage to build the walls around them without them attacking you? Oh, it black holes places unless you have an anchor. Okay, well, I guess we're not coming back. I didn't deconstruct my windmill. Oh well, it's fine. So the only place that we can make it is right there. And here's the problem. We now love dark light. And you know what there's going to be on this tile? A big, stupid orb of fire in the sky that is not dark light. So that's going to be a tricky, but we really need some of the materials to expand our ship. So we're just going to have to suck it up. A scare ball. The map has a malfunctioning terraforming thing that puts ice walls up inside rooms. You had to add enough steel walls to block line of sight. Hi, Kenснita. The bad orb, the bright orb, the ball of fire. Alright, we're going. Goodbye! I hope we didn't leave anyone behind. The fact that the mechanoids were coming just kind of snuck up on me. The good news about going here, this looks like a table. Whatever this little complex is, looks like a table. Okay, the good news about landing here is there is none. Just kidding. I was gonna say, it's a temperate forest, so we can plant things like heel root and other crops, in addition to fungus. But it's the middle of winter, so no. There are mechanoids on the map! There are mechanoids here! Mechanoid! A scyther! A pikeman! And a scyther. There's only 3. That's not bad. I can deal with that. A mechanoid relay is nearby, powered by a grav core. The relay is currently protected by nearby stabilizers. Extract the relay's grav core by first hacking or destroying all the stabilizers. Be careful, destroying a stabilizer will prompt a defensive response. Hacking is slow, but safe. You take it, none of us are UV sensitive. No, I definitely am. Do you mean in-game or IRL? Because IRL, yes. There is not a whole lot of fertile soil. Hey, what if I land... Oh, I can't do that. I was gonna say, can I just cancel it with my ship? The way that you can cancel animals with your ship, you know, you can land on top of them and it just deletes them from the map. There's a big patch of fertile soil here. Then again, this is the middle of winter. The growing period is the 1st of April, May. It's the 9th of December. April, May, December. April, May is next quadrant, right? Like 6 days? It's the 9th of December. 9th of December. Wait, backwards. 9th of December. Yeah, I think that's like 5 days. So it might be worth landing near the fertile soil. We can kind of land near this rocky thing. And then I can put a windmill here. Also, what is this? And what is that? A relay stabilizer. That's the thing we have to hack. There's a few of them. There's... how many? 3? 3 of them. And then that is the mechanoid relay. And that's how we obtain the grav core. I was told that there are some grav light panels here as well. Where are we potentially hiding those? I don't see any complexes except this, but that's more of a ruin than a complex. Maybe it's inside. Like we have to crack it open like a piñata. Okay, I'm gonna land here, I guess. Kind of close to all of them, and if we end up needing it, there's a big patch of fertile soil here. Mecha nerds. No spoilers. No spoilers. Ready for cracking. Can we leave turrets on the outside of the ship? I think so. I think we can just, like, build... you know, guns. Pew pew! Into the ship. Oh, it says right here, stabilizers remaining 3 out of 3. We don't have warm clothes. The relay is currently protected by nearby stabilizers. Extract the grav core by first hacking and destroying all stabilizers. Be careful, destroying a stabilizer will prompt a defensive response. Hacking is slower but safer. I only see 3 mechanoids. I ain't scared of these mechanoids. What I am scared of is the cold. I like the icon is half UFO and half cabin on a slab. Oh, yeah, what is this? Ereleniston launch pads. Ancient launch site. An abandoned collection of launch pads used to deliver supplies to orbital platforms. It contains working transport pods. What? Are you telling me that I could caravan over there, do stuff, and then launch myself back to my own tile with working transport pods? That's what I'm hearing. Ready for cracking. Well, we gotta take care of these mechanoids. They're sleeping. Should we just go out there and do it? Let's just do it. They're still asleep. I'm not trying to sneak up on this thing. Is there a proximity activator? Or can we just sneak attack this Scyther and kill it? Okay. I'm going to do a science. I'm going to come over here. On this side of the Scyther. Like so. Which one of you is the smarty pants, Ben? Hack the relay. Wow, this is terrifying. This is really scary. So now we're here. We got Ben's back, literally. What could possibly go wrong? Something tells me when this gets hacked, it's going to wake up the mechanoids. A shield projector that projects a nearby mechanoid relay. All stabilizers must be hacked or destroyed to deactivate the shield. Destroying a stabilizer will prompt a defensive response. Hacking is slower but safer. Ben just leveled up in intellect. Cool. This is taking forever. They weren't kidding. It is 500 hack progress? Okay, I vote that we just try to kill the Scyther. But what if it wakes the other one up too? And the pikeman. What could go wrong? Does it have to be done in one go? No, I don't think so. It retains the hack progress. But I am especially worried about something happening and triggering the mechanoid. Mechanoids, plural, have woken up. But these are actually still sleeping. Alright. Mechanoid Assassin Squad. Go! Dum, 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 dum. We have a shred mechanoid or drone bill already. The usual strat is clear the map and then relax and hack. That is exactly what I'm thinking. I would much rather clear the map of these mechanoids. It's not that difficult. And then the usual emergency management procedures. Yeah, as long as the pikeman doesn't wake up when this happens, then I think we got this. The reason being is that the pikeman will snipe us from across the map and kill us. The Scyther we just have to burn down with bullets before it reaches us. We have one person on melee to intercept the Scyther. The Scythers are very like slashy, stabby, murdery. The pikemen are very, very sniper murdery. Yeah, bro, I noticed that. I was saying yesterday that they buffed the glow forest. Okay, and in this case, we're actually gonna point blank this one. So we don't want to engage in melee combat with the Scyther, but we do want to engage in melee combat with the pikeman. Because we don't want it to shoot its needle gun. They're pretty squishy though. Bruised by a pikeman leg. All right, sweet. Auto hack. That was all 3? I don't think there's any more mechanoids. Easy peasy. Auto hack. And auto hack. So now we're just, we're buckling in for days. Let's do some berry bushes. Do we have extra fingers? Always good to have extra fingers when taking on scythers. What is this mood? Slept in the cold. It is very chilly. Very chilly confirmed. I don't have vents or anything. Guess we could build them. Temperature. Quest expired. What quest? Okay, if we do that, then this heater heats those 3 bedrooms. And if we install this heater over somewhere, anywhere really, here, then it will still... Actually, let's not put it there. Let's put it in somebody's room. How about that? It's too cold to grow. Yeah, it's too... Oh, but look, there's heel root on the map. Harvest fully grown. There's a nice big grassy patch right here. I will put them back outside. Looks like we don't have any wood. So, steel fence it is. Okie dokie. Yeah, definitely get these animals out of the lab. Meep is probably like, shut up! Get off the desk! I'm trying to research here! I can't focus with all your... What kind of sounds does a goat make? Meh! Meh! Is that a goat or a sheep? And you're quacking! And your wah noises. Bleating. How do you make a goat bleat? That's a sheep, right? Oh, my bad. You're all restricted. Please leave the ship now. Yeah, it's totally working. The heater is heating these spaces. Cool. This room is really hot. I should be using this for heat. Just do like a little bit of this. A little bit of that. We have a built-in heater right here. Animals with Jess. Bah! No, that's definitely a sheep. Close? Hot? Cold? How do you install a grav core in your grav engine? You don't install it in the engine. You... Oh wait, the grav core? How do you install a grav core in your engine? I don't think you do. You just create a grav field extender. using the grav core. Then it makes like its own little building here that you use to extend your field. I think it's just all extenders. Maybe, yeah. Hey, my furry dog! Looks like Noah's Ark with all the animals. It kind of does. Agreed. Grav core is a part with few uses. Yeah, but it can't be destroyed now, which is nice. Is that a bird? A plane? Oh no, Randy sent us an asteroid flying straight for the ship! I hope not. Are we doing any auto hacking? Is that happening? No? Ben is sleeping? I assume that hacking is a research task? Hack buildings. Correct. So, Rage or Meep could also do that. Yeah, you can move it around. Exactly. Hey, Smexy Vampire. Traders, Muffins, Bubbles, and Kay are here to potentially trade. They've got some packaged survival meals. They have components. They have... No, I have cloth. They have 3 medicine. I will take that. They have a reinforced barrel. And I have a lot that I can give you. Take a poor quality machine pistol. A poor steel helmet. Take the normal ones. Guess I'll buy the components. And the packaged survival meals. They will also take my gold. Decent enough trade, I think. Hi there, Brickby. Arson. I don't know about that. I made a real ship? Unlike Roll with his Amoeboid? I don't know. I don't know about this being a real ship. Hi, Simto!
Hope you're having a great Wednesday.
I am having an alright Wednesday. Actually, TBH, my Wednesday started off awful. Absolutely awful. I almost canceled the stream, but I didn't do that. And the stream has turned my mood around. Opposite action, baby! Yeah. Thanks for the tier 2 sub, Simto, for 34 months. Welcome back to you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the amazing support. You sold 2 pieces of Lego for 400 pounds? Just 2 whole pieces of Lego? 200 pounds a piece just for the little piece of plastic? That's really good value. Kappa, I know you mean like an entire Lego set, but... Or did you actually mean a piece of Lego? Also, ad break, again! Solid diamond Lego brick. It's actually about break time. Oh my gosh, you're right. So the socializing in a parasocial context was helpful. Is it a parasocial context if it's me interacting with chat? It's parasocial if you're talking to me, but what about me talking to you? I don't think that's quite the same. Ambrosia addiction. Goat 10 has become addicted to ambrosia because they're eating the ambrosia in the stupid storeroom. Kick him out of the ship. Ad break push-ups. I don't want to do ad break push-ups. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I actually have a workout class later. Thanks for reminding me. I would have just streamed right through it. It goes both ways. Do any of you really know JSOG? I have not met JSOG in person. However, what I will say is that I have mutuals who I've met in person who have themselves met JSOG in person and confirmed that JSOG is in fact real and not a bot, and also kind of cool. So there's that. Sorry to break it to you. You're not a bot. Sounds sus. You forgot. Yeah, that happened. I wasn't there for it, but it happened. So what I was talking about opposite action. Earlier today I was saying that I woke up and was just having like an absolutely awful morning. I was having a bad brain day, first off. It's like been 2 days now where I haven't slept well, and it really affects my mood. Like these RimWorld colonists, when they're low on sleep and they say they're tired, like -12, it's true. And on top of that, it's just a hormonal time of the month. And just basically I woke up and just wanted to not do this day. And it took a lot of effort to get myself to show up to the stream. But I have been doing now a lot of therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and dialectical behavioral therapy, I think is what it's called. TBT and DBT. And some of the things I've been learning in this version of therapy, this is not exactly psychotherapy in the sense. So strictly psychotherapy. It's more like therapy that teaches you skills to help you overcome your negative emotions or things that you consider to be having a negative impact on your life. Like depression or anxiety and the negative thoughts and behaviors that go with those things. And so one of the things I have been working on in therapy is opposite action, which is when you are experiencing a negative emotion that has an action urge opposite to what you want, you feel it is impacting your life negatively, you do what it says, you do the opposite action. So for instance, if you feel a lot of anxiety and you want to avoid something or run from it, you do the stupid thing head on instead. Or if you're feeling like really depressed and want to withdraw and hide under the covers, you do the dang opposite thing. And you immerse yourself in the social process. So that's what I did today. Like, man, I feel awful. Everything sucks. Well, first off, I went and checked the mental health toolkit from To Write Love on Her Arms and actually did the things on the everything is not okay, I want to give up worksheet. I didn't do all of them, but I did some of them. And that actually did help. Here, this is the worksheet. Everything is awful and I'm not okay. I did a couple of things on the list. And that helped too. You don't want to do anything, but now you have to do everything. It's a bit more nuanced than that. Like, for instance, what is the emotion that's making you feel like you don't want to do anything? It's not so simple as I'm making it out to be. I've done a lot of prerequisite work up to that point in order to be able to easily identify negative emotions and subsequent negative emotion action urges. But overall, I would recommend CBT therapy. It's kind of hard, but also kind of fun. It's therapy to help you reprogram your brain. Hi there, Zyback. Welcome in. It's parasocial because if I asked for nearly anything I'm likely to ask for, someone in chat will almost certainly give it to me. Normal social relationships don't have that echo chamber aspect. Yeah, right. Because it's a parasocial relationship in the sense that, like, chat to me is parasocial. I mean reverse, like me to chat. That one's really dangerous for you. You have to carefully judge when to try hard and when to not. Yeah. Okay, apparently we're taking a momentary sidebar on therapy stuff, which, disclosure, not a therapist. I am just relaying therapy things that I've learned to you from my own therapy. But there is also another piece that pairs with this. Where did I put my worksheet? Worksheet, where did you go? Shucks. I lost my worksheet. And I just talked about this last week, so I forget what the terminology is. But maybe if I just open up. Nope, that didn't work. I haven't organized my Obsidian database in a minute. And it's kind of a mess. Also, I'm looking in the wrong folder. That's why I can't find my worksheet. Oh! Just kidding, I didn't save this? No, I definitely did. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't know where it is. But the thing that I have just started doing in CBT therapy is being able to identify like when things are in your emotional mind versus your logic brain. And so like when you're in your emotional mind, like emotions can be overwhelming and they can basically shut down the logical part of your brain. And then conversely, if you're in your logic brain, you don't have access to your emotions. And so in this sense, there is like, if you picture a Venn diagram where the two minds overlap, there's the middle, which is referred to as the wise mind. And that is when you are equally in touch with your emotional mind versus your logic brain, basically. And you're able to like equally tap into both parts of the brain and be able to make decisions weighing, like taking what you need from both thought processes. And so when using opposite action, you kind of apply the wise mind technique. So basically thinking to yourself, like, is this action urge that I'm feeling a result of like an emotion that I want to be changing? Is this like an action urge I myself want to change? Or is this like a true valid response to a situation that I'm encountering currently? And you make the decision from there. I have a worksheet that demonstrates all of this stuff, but I don't know where it is. You think you could start on step 1 and 2 with that? I would recommend therapy. CBT is hard work. You unfortunately never found a therapist who's able to adequately support you through it. It's really hard work, and I got really lucky with my therapist. Because my therapist is neurodivergent and also very easy for me to identify with. And it's just like when I went to my introductory meeting with them to see if like we were a good fit for each other, it was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, this works. Mr. The Zarek, hello, welcome in. A good friend of yours is a CBT therapist, and it seems a super hard thing, but also you feel for the right person, it moves mountains. Yeah, for me, it's been really, really helpful. I've known for a long time that CBT therapy was something I wanted to do. Just took a while to convince myself to do it. But the big motivator was realizing that I was getting in my own way, like 90% of the time. She scared me so bad. And that's why we have the bark tag. She gave me big spooks. You guys organize your obsidian vaults? I haven't in a while. Your reverse parasocial relationship is potentially dangerous because it can lead to, for lack of a better word, pride and addictive behavior. Think of rock stars that behave badly, and movie stars and authors, etc. I mean, I can see that, but I still don't know that parasocial is the right word to define it. Not just bark, but bark. Yeah, in all caps. Hey, little goth, welcome in. She Borkin. She is Borkin. Ancient danger. As Meep draws near the ancient wall, a sense of foreboding overcomes her. She isn't sure why, but she feels this dusty structure may contain great danger. Is that where my grav panels are? Are they in that box? Or are they in this box? Or are they in that box? That's not really a box. Kind of a box. Not really. Your favorite CBT thing is there some thoughts you can just ignore, like when you're a failure comes around, you don't have to pay attention. Yeah, thought diffusion techniques. I had to use some of those this morning too. I have all these nifty worksheets. I enjoy the homework aspect of CBT therapy, actually. I do. From a distance, you can just see the person-shaped blob inching across the map with a bunch of animal-shaped blobs. Alright, well now they're off the ship. Why are we feeding them raw meat? That's my bad. It's always bark, never boof. She got me good. Like, she gave me the armpit sweats. She spooked me so bad. So I do have a class in a few hours. I should probably eat some food so I have enough energy to go to my class that I don't want to go to. I do not want to go to this workout class. I'm not feeling it. Opposite action. I'm gonna do it anyway. But if I am, I should probably eat food. It's been 3 hours and 16 minutes, and we should probably take a break. But first, I want to hack something and see what happens. I could just game with you, though. I could just do that, but I also want to go to my workout class and get strong. People, me, are relying on me to do this. That thought process doesn't help me that much. Ben? Ben's hacking has been detected. He's been locked out for 12 hours. Of all the things? This one too? No. He failed to enter his password too many times and has been locked out for 12 hours. Let's go try and brute force our way into this other computer, and hopefully this time you will not lock yourself out. As someone who is the kind who has that kind of classes, going anyways usually makes you feel so good. Yeah, exactly. Every day I don't want to go. I just don't want to do it, and then I do it, and then I feel awesome afterwards. Yeah, good body health does so much for mental health. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. 12 hours for the 2FA email. I carried away. Play computer games, get strong fingers. Well, let's not get carried away. There are no fingers on this keyboard right now. Or on the mouse, and I'm playing my game. Do as you say, not as you do. You haven't been in ages. I haven't been since the day before yesterday, and I'm still sore, actually. The hardest part, the classic part, the hardest part is going. Yeah. Ben's been locked out of this one for 18 hours now. Ben, stop locking yourself out. Oh, now Meep is hacking. I think I can be punched, yeah. I don't want to skip my workout day. Today's workout, the reason why I'm dreading it is it's entirely a lower body class, which I'm somewhat excited for because on Monday there was too much... Meep's been locked out. This is gonna take forever. Oh my gosh. We got pretty far on this one though. 194 out of 500 hacking. No one skips leg day. It's leg day. Yeah, on Monday though, there was too much time spent on my wrists, and I actually got angry in the middle of the class. Not because the workout was hard, but because my wrists were hurting. And I had like a mini temper tantrum in the middle of the class. Just to myself, just swearing underneath the sound of the music. Because my wrists were hurting. I'm over here like, I have stupid streamer wrists with my pre-carpal tunnel syndromes. This is too much wrist work. I got angry. Being in the gym is super triggering for you. I absolutely understand that. For a long time, I was just doing workouts at home using YouTube. There's tons of workouts available on YouTube. And absolutely, like one of my favorite mantras when it comes to showing up to any workout is the hardest part is showing up. And I actually learned that from Adrian from the Yoga with Adrian YouTube channel. I've been following that YouTube channel for like literal years, like probably a decade now. And that has come up countless times. The hardest part is just showing up. Yeah, I do know that pain is a warning sign. Shut up, bot. Shut up. Bot's like, you mentioned YouTube? Here's Jess's YouTube channel. Major break risk. Also, the sun is out again. We have a new quest. Guarding Treminate. Oh, this is Wait. So, Mayaka Pla, an acolyte of the refugee empire, has been caught in bed with the wrong person. She imprisoned the inappropriate lover in a show of rejection. Now she wants you to keep the prisoner, Sonia Treminate, caged until the scandal blows over in 19 days, specifically. Treminate is suffering from paralygiphasia, must be kept in bed. Unfortunately, Mayaka's court rivals have provoked mechanoid attacks from Slinog Mechhive to try and break the lover out and bring the story to light. This is a new spin on this that I haven't seen before. There will be 2 raids of strength 2x and roughly this size. There's nothing here. Does that mean there's gonna be no raid? Better yet, there will be 2 instances of no raid? 3 cataphracts will be placed under your control. You have to feed and house them, but they may die in battle without consequence. There is a book, which I'm tempted about, although it teaches us death rest. Or 41 goodwill. Or we could just ignore it. We can skip at least 1 raid by leaving. We have to hack the console first. Deactivated. 1 is done. Already. Do we get any Gravlight panels? I don't think so. And we still only have 3. They must be inside this box. Hacking. And we're hacking. We're hacking and we're hacking. Two raids of double normal strength. Yeah, that's what it was saying, but it would tell you what the size would be. It should tell you what the size is. I don't know why it isn't. Which food do we have? I feel like not enough. However, I did send our colonists on a berry picking adventure. Did they pick the berries? I don't think they did. A man on your back. A pack of man-hunting bunnies have entered the area. Wasn't there supposed to be a break? Yeah, I said I wanted to see what happened after we hacked one of the platforms. Driven insane by the disease known as Scaria, they will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They won't attack doors unless they see someone go through the door. Hide inside and you'll be safe. How many bunnies? Bunny? Oh no, many bunnies. 7 bunnies. Killer bunnies. Remember being slightly perturbed because you just got back from your break. Yeah, I had to go on a break. Yeah, I probably should, because I need to eat food, like, now, so that way I don't get sick when I go to my workout. Also, what you do kind of comes with pain, as almost a requisite, so learning which pains to ignore comes with the territory. Yeah, going back to the pain thing. My wrists are just really sensitive to having a lot of weight on them for a while, so I actually wasn't a fan of the class because of how much wrist work there was. And I probably should have left feedback, but also I didn't feel like it. Probably should have left feedback. It was definitely approaching the point where I was gonna have to stop. But I have sensitive streamer wrists. Carpal tunnel syndrome. So I figure in the end it's probably good for me to strengthen them, but it's not fun in the short term. Okay, we have an ad break coming soon. Yeah, I got gamer wrists. Precisely. Gotta get a curtain. I gotta find my curtain for this window. I forgot to make my food before. Okay, whatever. I'll worry about this on break time. Let's take a short break because I need to eat a snack. And by short break, I mean possibly somewhat extended because I have to make food too. A few things worth it are easy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let's take a. You want to do a words on stream break? Yeah, and then I'm gonna go make. How about we make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I love peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My favorite midstream snack these days. I have to have enough food for my workout. PB&J. You know what? You know another good part about working out so much? It means I can eat more food, which is my favorite. I love eating more food. I'm gonna go eat more food right now. And you're gonna play words on stream. Food does sound like a good idea, so you're gonna drop off. Have a good nom. And thanks for being here. Have a good meal in class. Thanks. I will try. But I'm not ending the stream yet, chat. I'm just gonna go get a snack. Or I guess lunch. At 4 p.m. And then I'll be back. I hope that you have fun with words. Now's a good time to refill our drinks, grab a snack, take a break from the PC or from our screens just for a few minutes, or do none of the above and play some words. I'll be back shortly. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Alright, I am back at my desk. One more round and then we'll get back to the game. Huzzah! No, I'm gonna steal this from you. Is this still the first game? Either way, now it's over! Mwahaha! Still the first game. Wow, I was quick. I was very quick. Flamethrower MVP sounds about right. 1 point off the podium. Oh no. And now you can't even redeem yourself. Because I stole the game. Haha. Because now we're gonna play RimWorld. We're back at it. Right before the break, which by the way, thanks for sticking around, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed Words. Right before the break, there was a pack of man-hunting bunnies. 7 of them. We could either choose to stay inside or take them. I think we can probably take them. Maybe. Hi there, Lion Roar. I think we can take them. We gotta bring our other colonists. Well, the ones with the good weapons are AFK. In battle, yeah. Manhunting bunnies in battle. They're here, they're here! By the way, Tyler's non-violent. Wait, did we just shoot a... No, okay, I was gonna say, is that collateral damage dead rat? Ben, no! Ben, you ruined the whole plan, my dude. Okay, it's fine. Rage help. Okay, we're fine. We're totally fine. But now I need a place to put the corpses. This water? Yeah, and that's water. These are frozen water pit thingies. Also known as lakes. Okay, let's put rotten. No chunks. Rotten corpses here. You know what? I'm not even sure that we can eat these bunnies. Rotting and rotting because Scaria has a chance to rot on death. And they're all rotting. So, not very useful at all. Ooh! My new shelf was built at some point. Also, I see the vents were built from my generator room. It's really spreading the heat out to these areas, but I thought maybe we would be able to disable this heater if we use the heat from the generator room, and it doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Unfortunately. But we can at least warm up part of the ship. Did you all have a good break? My PB&J was really good. And instead of it being a PB&J sandwich, I just toasted 2 pieces of bread and put a layer of peanut butter and jelly on each one of them. Also, my doggo is cuddled up with me on this like ottoman chair that I put next to my desk. I put it here in hopes that my dogs would cuddle next to me. And nobody ever used it until now. Today's the first day that my dogs have realized that they can use the ottoman. My personal best, peanut butter and jelly. Reza's checking in. The sun is so bright. Although that might have been my personal best PB&J since I started making PB&Js. Hopefully the Ottoman throne will get claimed by one. Well, Kuma definitely claimed it. Didn't you? He's so cute. He's a dog ball. His snoot is tucked in to his butt. Tyler has a bout of inspired taming due to a high mood. I don't think there's anything we want to tame. Marriage is on. Tyler proposed marriage to Ben. Ben agreed and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, they will have a marriage ceremony and invite all colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. Rather than at these lame tables. PB&J speedrunning. That's one way to parse the word taming. I'm not sure which came first. I mean, the inspired mood, right? But was the mood high because of the successful proposal? Or is the mood high and then the proposal happened? Ah, my hair is so itchy! PB and H are the best. Peanut butter, banana, and honey. Meep is in a sad wander because ate without a table. It really is the worst. Oh no. Oh no. Are the thrusters flammable? No. They're not. That's good. I have 4 segments of... But you know what is flammable? The stupid heater, or cooler. Yeah, that's flammable. That's gonna catch on fire. I think. It's in the home area? Yeah, it's on fire now. It's on fire again. So I have 2 sections, 4 sections technically, of power lines that are not hidden, and it's right here, those 2 right there, and those 2 right there, and those are the ones that keep causing the explosions, basically. So I think it might be time to deconstruct conduit. And to do that, I need to remove a thruster. And then we should be able to deconstruct the power conduit. Also, we probably don't want to put a roof on that. Right? I don't think we want to put a roof here. And then reinstall this thruster back. Okay. Not like that. Not like that, Disturb Puppy. Not like that. Oh no. Rage's hacking has been detected and has been locked out for 12 hours. Is there only one way to install this? Okay, no. I thought so. Just vent the oxygen, then nothing is flammable. We want to deconstruct those conduits. That way we'll stop discharging our batteries. Where am I keeping the batteries anyway? Oh, in the freezer. Yeah, so something that we had at the last colony that we ditched to come here was a windmill. Let's do that. Marriage! Yeah, Tyler got so excited about life that now Tyler has inspired taming, and subsequently also decided to propose to Ben, who accepted the proposal. Blocked by an oak tree. Alright, let's charge these batteries back up. Oh no, a dead guinea pig. Oh no. Anybody see any heal root on the map anywhere? I marked a bunch for harvesting. Did they actually go and do that? Are we restricted? No, we're unrestricted. We have 25 heal root in storage. Was the heal root always there, or did I grow that myself? Also, it's still wintertime, but we might have a chance to get some growing in. I don't know how long we'll be here for. Depends on how long the hacking takes. Heal root takes forever. It might be worth trying, though. We'll see what we can do. How much cloth do we have? 513. So happy about life, decided to get married to fix the feeling. I'm gonna choose to think it's the other way around. A positive influence in RimWorld. Okay, I need to pay attention to them trying to install this because they're silly about it. There we go. there is not enough power because the windmill's not spinning. This relay save. Oh, they're all 3 deactivated. It happened already. Wait a second. We just go here now? Destabilizing in 0.8 hours? Note the coordinate signals across the planet-wide mechanoid communication network. The command signals originate at the Mech Hive, the center of mechanoid intelligence. So in 0.8 hours, it's destabilized and we can do something with it? What it sounds like. A relay crash. The mechanoid relay has crashed to the ground. Destroy it to obtain the grav core. Be warned, hostile mechanoids will soon arrive in response to the relay going offline. Okay, forget about this grow zone. Forget about the berries that I told you to harvest. Because I could have used that little tidbit of info before we hacked everything. The fact that the mechanoids are coming is not great. Okay, we just attack it to destroy it? We can do that. Contains a grav core. Mechanoids are arriving to defend the relay. They are arriving by transport pod and will attack immediately. Okay, cool. I don't know how I feel about that. 1, 2. 2 mechanoids? What kind? Just 2? A scyther and a pikeman. No, it's a lancer. Just 2? Do they come in waves? I'm gonna go hide over here. Tyler, just stay on the ship. Don't go outside. Is this cover or 50%? Let's keep Tyler inside on Area 1. Gonna try and bait these 2 over to me. Oh, the door is open! Oh my gosh. The call is coming from inside the house. Oh my gosh. It's gonna shoot. It's gonna shoot at us. Oh, we missed. Alright, sneak attack on this Lancer. It's too busy trying to destroy my benches. It didn't realize that its death had come. Was that all of them? I think that's it. Just 2 mechanoids, easy peasy. Alright. This time let's close the door. And continue the quest. Destroy this thing. Are they gonna keep attacking, or is it like a wave? Are they gonna come in waves? Also, is this a gonna explode type thing? Like if I melee this, do I need to be worried? Okay, that was easy. No guns required. We got 75 plus 75 plus 15 grav panels. 165 plus a grav core? Super easy peasy. Oof. How's it going, Dirk? Hello, hello. I'm gonna assume that they're not coming back. Look at this. Meep has only good things to say about life right now. Wow, it's all green. That's so rare. It's so rare to see only green. It goes... Ouch. I just need my desk. Alright, so what do we think? Should we stay here for a while, or should we go to the next tile? That one was very easy compared to the last quest we had to get panels. Wait. We haven't completed the quest yet. Chat, it's not completed. It's still here. Is there another relay? There's not, right? Maybe we need to leave the map? Hey, Jim! Hello! Hello! Jim, thanks for the raid! Hi, everybody! Jim, Hotmas Flamingo, Darl, hello! Hi there, Dab, Resky, hello! Raiders, hi! It's nice to see you all! How was Blue Prince? That is a game that's on my list to play. You know, once I move over RimWorld. Blue Prince is on my list. It's so good! That's awesome! That is awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Welcome in, Raiders. It is... Jim has a problem of liking this game too much. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, I'm Jess. We are playing RimWorld Odyssey, which is the newest RimWorld DLC where you can make spaceships and fly them. That's not quite accurate. They're grav ships and you can hover them. But still. Mobile colony for the win. You're doing Odyssey after finishing with Blueprints. You're very excited to get back to it. So you haven't played Odyssey at all yet, Jim? Wow, you're in for something good. This DLC is really interesting. Hi there, Amy something. Delayed? I think you're right on time. I really appreciate you coming to say hi, Jim. And Raiders, nice to see you all. You've been away from RimWorld for too long. You've been missing it. This is perfect then, because the Odyssey DLC is really cool. I'm still very early in the quest. This is the Odyssey starting quest that you can start with. I won't spoil it for you, but we're still very early in it. And we are on this map tile to do Redacted, and we just successfully redacted the Redacted. And now we have got to decide whether we stay or we go. Ouch, I keep kicking my desk. Redacted. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free for you. So you can enjoy it in all its glory. Chat, if you don't know Jim, might I enlighten you? I have known Jim for a really long time. To be honest, I'm not sure how I met Jim or when I met Jim, but I know that I already knew you at TwitchCon 2019. So it was probably RimWorld. Yeah, I've known Jim for a really long time. A really long time. Jim is awesome. And just like the raid message said, Jim's bringing goofs. Jim has got a goofy channel for sure, and plays a lot of similar games. I definitely recommend you follow him like me. I have been following since March 12th, 2019. It's been a while! And it's so good to see you! The before times indeed. That's nuts, right? The before times. I am trying to decide what we should do here in our remote save. Like maybe I'm just gonna stay here for the rest of the stream today because I don't have too much longer to stream. I have to go to the gym. But a different gym. JYM. I mean GYM. Not the gym that just raided us. I have a standing appointment at the gym. And I gotta go for that soonish. Soon TM. So, although we have finished the quest potentially on this tile, whoops, I think we will stay here for a little while longer and maybe just grab ourselves some heel root, baby. 2019, that's like several decades ago. Also, chat, we have an ad in a minute and a half coming. Again, I feel like we just did the ad break. You like going to the gym, but sadly your favorite machine is the vending machine. Oh, I'm already taking a seat. The seat has already been taken by my butt in this chair. You're now mandated to start a second stream so that I can go to the gym. JIM. Let's trade with Emson, the trader, and see what Emson, the trader, has got for us. Is this the same muffins that we just traded with on the last map? I know that we traded with muffins. Muffins. Is it the same muffins? A gym stream. I'm gonna buy these packaged survival meals. I think this might be the same crew. A sentience catalyst. Spoilers. This is Odyssey content. Anybody who's waiting for Jim to play Odyssey and doesn't want spoilers, plug your ears. Because this is a single-use dose of mechanites used to enhance neural pathways in animals, permanently increasing their trainability and reducing their wildness. So I think this is how you can take an animal that can't be trained and make it trainable. And they just happen to have one of those hanging out in their backpacks. I could give it to the turtle. Does that mean I could teach the turtle how to haul? It's worse than he's dead, Jim. A jam. Oh, they have a tech print for jump packs? I can't afford that. I'm not even close to being able to afford that. And we also cannot afford the sentient catalyst, but I can sell some stuff. I don't know. In order to get the jump pack, we have to have the tech print. So here's the thing. We now have the materials that we need to be able to expand the ship. But I, being the silly head that I am, built a windmill right in the way. There's a video online about a guy who mistakenly signs up for gym membership and gym shows up to say nice things about his body and make him feel good. It's pretty funny. I feel like we all could use a gym. Who shows up to do that for us? Maybe for this next section of ship, rather than building upwards, I can build down here. Maybe we could get like 2... what do you call the parts of a ship? Bays? I don't know, actually. I don't know my rocket ship terminology. a second. This is Tyler's job. New meaning to gym membership. Yeah, there's a concept there. I agree. Wait, is Tyler deconstructing the mechanoid with something already on the table? I feel like that's new. Normally they have to remove the thing from the table before they can use it. I don't know. They say rocket science is as hard as brain surgery, but brain surgery is really easy. You slept right through it. Visitors from the Rira Confederacy are leaving. Maybe for the next part of the ship. Oh no, the plans! The plans, chat. The plans got deleted when I left, and they didn't come with me. And I haven't updated the plans. Oh no. This means I have to redraw them all. I think this is right. Not being very consistent with my tracing, am I? Don't have a plan right there. Okay. I think this is a good way to spend the remainder of our time. Obviously, some overhauls need to be made to this design. First off, this top end of the ship, all of this, was not initially in the plan. That was emergency installation. So we can fix that, but I think what might be cool is to make the ship wider in this direction. I kind of have some ideas for how to do that. I gotta finish these plans first. There's a lot of doors on this ship. Okay, is that everything? Not a pun, but still a crime. Not sure I connected the dots. I missed a wall? I might have connected the dots and then just not laughed. I missed a couple doors. I missed a wall by the tanks. Yeah, you're right. I see it. Okay. So, my thought... Who thought it was a good idea to land the ship in this direction? Because I really just want to rotate it now. My thought, if we can get the line... editor... I don't know about that. Plus, I don't know where I need to put this. In order to have the opposite, I should just copy the plan. I want to rotate this. Okay, here's what I do. I copy this, and then rotate it over here somewhere. I don't have anything solid to place this on. So I'll put it there. Hello! Hello, hello! Gesso, or is it Gesso? Gesso or Gesso, thanks very much for the raid! I appreciate it. Hello, how was your RimWorlding? Greetings from an Italics viewer. Plump it. First one is good. Gesso? Welcome in! Hello, hello! Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We're also playing some RimWorld. We're playing RimWorld Odyssey. And we've just done a thing where we collected a grav core and more grav panels, which means I can expand my ship. And that is exactly what I was doing. And to answer your question, Hidden Sage, you gotta watch more and lurk less. Is the line drawing tool part of the DLC or a mod you didn't know you were missing? So I tried the new vanilla planning that is incorporated with the update, and I did not like it. So I went to install the old planning tool, which was what, better planning? Or... for whatever reason, I cannot remember the name of these mods. But it's the old planning tool that I used to use. Better planning... something with plans. And it was not up to date, so I had to find a new mod. And this is planning extended. And it is nifty. It is extremely nifty. This is planning extended, and it lets you... Hold on, I feel like I didn't draw my plans correctly, because look at all the doors. That's definitely not right. I didn't copy the plan correctly. No, it looks like I placed the plan down twice. I think that's what I did. But it is super nifty. It lets you plan for walls. It lets you plan for doors. Oh, I missed the door. It lets you plan for floors like this. You can change all the colors. You can copy. You can paste. You can cut. You can paint your plans. You can just like the other planning tool, and you can even rotate and mirror things. And it's just all in all a really cool mod. I'm a huge fan. I just got it a few streams ago, and I'm a huge fan of this mod already. And thank you again for the raid. I really hope that you had a good time in RimWorld today. You're trying to expand your spaceship too. You weren't prepared for the first mech location, lost half of your colony. I somehow have only had one colonist death. Just one. And it was in our first adventures trying to get our very first grav core. But I'm not very happy with the design of my ship. So I'm debating redesigning the entire ship again. So here's our first ship. It is functional. You'll have to go watch 3 days of VODs to find the old name. I want to say it was better planning. You know what? I'll just check the workshop. Because now I'm determined. Your ship is so cramped. Mine too. More planning. It is called more planning. That was the old mod. This one is called planning extended. Name is so simple I can't remember it. This mod is going to bed. Thanks for the stream. And have fun at the gym. Thanks. I need to stop streaming at 15:30 to make it to the gym. On time. Your meme opened up my other monitor. Oh, you sent this meme the other day. Oh Oh yeah. Guess so you were sniped earlier with a gift sub. You were. I remember that now. So enjoy all the emotes. You found out you can put floors down on top of the grab floor. Yeah, you can. You can do that. I just haven't done it at all yet. Like, you can do it in the hospital and things. It's 11 p.m. Get some good sleep. Get some good sleep, Cody. Thank you for being here. New day, new chatters, the same meme. Yeah, you don't have to use the ship hull. On the inside of your ship, I just am. You know what? I think I should update that command. Did not say have a cozy evening, but have a something time zone, because not everybody goes to bed in the evening. Now that I think about it. So I am pretty excited to be able to expand the ship already. I am not a fan of the shape. I either want to make it into like an A. Let me save this. Ship exclamation point number 2. A ship exclamation point number 3. Because I'm about to draw all over this. I'm gonna change the planning color to this color. I kind of want to make like an A-frame. An A-framer. Could do... That's way too wide, right? Maybe from here. No, I can't, there's no way I can copy that without just copying this. Z is mirror. Ah, I can't see what I'm doing. Where does this go? Oh, I found it. No! Also, it's just too long, right? It's too long. This is really hard to see. I need to change the color. Let's go like pink. Yeah, we can see that. That has more contrast. Oops. Okay, I don't actually know about this. Have a cozy time zone. Could I have a horizontal line to figure out the endpoint? We could. Eight by 16. I feel like it's starting to look like a transformer. Not quite what I had in mind. You know what? I don't know about any of that. I might be changing my mind. Is that a square ladybug? I have no clue what this is. Those are pants. That's not even, is it? No. Okay. That's fine. remove these plans. Copy more of them. Copy these. Flip these suckers that way. No. No, it's not right. This is not uniform. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? Just forget the whole thing. Forget it. I'm over it. Transformers are cool. Pants that have been shipped. So maybe I'm not going to do an A-frame ship. Maybe instead I kind of like the idea of having like a central location in the ship that's open that we could use as a place for our animals. And I saw this on Lang's stream yesterday. Lang had a wing of his ship that was open to the environment, and when the ship was landed, he was able to just take his pen marker and move it outside, and then all the animals were moved outside while still being contained within the ship. So maybe we should plan to have like a big open area in the middle, and if we got extra crazy with it, we could even have like a grow zone in the center. We could have like a really big open section. Just wide open. I want to have a huge hole in the middle of the ship. The inside outside. Yeah. Ow. I gotta stop kicking my desk, okay? If I'm gonna redesign the whole thing anyway, how about design from scratch? I don't know that I'll redesign the entire thing. I do still like the core of the ship. What I kind of do want to do... Okay, I said I was over it, but I lied. I like the starting design of these rooms on the edge here. I kind of want to make this a bit more robust. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And then we could do the thing that I was just saying where this part would all be open for the animals. Dreamer is deep in thought. Hi, Omareed. Wave. Hair's still awesome. This is yesterday's hairstyle. Day 2. You've taken your inspiration from FTL so far. You built your base off a Star Destroyer from Star Wars. Has anyone seen like the Millennium Falcon yet? Has that hit the remote community? Pondering the mysteries of the universe or thinking about lunch? Yeah, why not both? This is perhaps not a large enough area in the center. But if we were only containing our animals here, then I think it's plenty big. Having a hard time seeing this plan when I zoom out. That's better. So 2 rooms this size. We could either break them down into smaller rooms, doing something like this, or we could just have like one big room. This could be for our rituals and things, because we have no space for our rituals. I have nowhere for, say, a hospital. We're also gonna need more bedrooms, so we'll need to expand these rooms at some point too. Yeah, it's not the same on both sides. That's totally fine. I think I actually prefer the one on the right. I think I prefer this one. Now it matches? The answer is cake. The cake is a lie. Why is it doing that? I'm not sure how to utilize this space. I also don't know which one of these sides I prefer because I also see that those are not equal. Let's copy these. Okay, somebody on time duty paying attention to the time. Those here. And then I need to remove the excess plans. Also, the freezer is not big enough. What time do you need to end again? Like 15 minutes. Somebody's car alarm is going off obnoxiously. It's currently local time in your location. Wow, local time. Name this Pokemon. Togepi. Have a go with Togepi. Time to end, streamer. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, why wouldn't we just use the reminder? Oh, you know what? We could probably fit a bunch of bedrooms in here if I got funky with my design. What would be a good use for a space that is both an inside area and an outside area simultaneously? What I mean by that is I need somewhere to put the animals when we're taking off. Maybe we could do that here? This could be like the internal space where we keep them. And this is the external space. Designated with floors, we could make this green like grass. Outside area. We have to allow 5 to 7 minutes for outro. That's true, we have to do that as well. Animal starvation. They ate all their food already. That's because we have too many goats. Why do we have so many goats? Positively absurd. I'm going to slaughter some of them. Sorry, goats. Ending in 7 minutes. I actually think that might be equivalent. 7 minutes until the warning about 7 minutes. I haven't set up auto slaughter. You know what? I have never done so. This could be a workshop. We could have this remain as the laboratory. This could remain as our storage room. And then that brings me to the top of the ship. I do not enjoy this entire section. I also do not like the way these rooms are designed, so I might need to resize those too. In fact, what I would probably do is just remove this entirely. And do something like this. This room remains too small though, right? Where else do we have weird wall problems? We have a weird wall problem here because diagonal walls do not form on the inside of your ship, only on the outside. If these grav ship floors are attached to both sides of the wall, it doesn't form a diagonal. We have that problem here too. Or is that here? So we kind of want to do that. But then we have this problem. Whoops. At that point, we could just open this up. And instead do this. Does purple mean, or pink? This is pink, by the way, not purple. Pink means changes. I keep forgetting about the new things in the game. I know, what else do we need to think about? Maybe we do this, because that will angle the ship a little bit. That will form a diagonal wall. Which I like, I'm a fan of the diagonals. That will form a diagonal. Yeah, okay. I'm liking this so far. Remove that bit, and then those two bits. It's Wednesday, we wear pink. I was just looking for a color that would stand out against, it would contrast well with the temperate grasslands, and when I switch back to the other style, this contrasts really nicely with the grasslands. But when I zoom out, I can't see it very well. During the day, at night, it's very legible. Is anybody working on stuff? I haven't told them to do anything except go harvest berries and heal root. There is heal roots all over the map. Harvest fully grown. Abraxas checking in. What is up? I also didn't make enough space, oops, for my colonists to be able to walk through this area. So I might do that, and then if I do that, I can get rid of those. Right? We should still have a diagonal. I think. Yeah, I think that should still form a diagonal wall. Okay, so what am I forgetting about? They're not idle, so they're doing something. You know what we should probably look for? Oh, that's silver. Mine the silver. For all you think was doing a ship with a very long snoot, or maybe a dart. Oh, speaking of, we need to build like a bay in order to take on raids. I don't want to say a kill box, but like a kill bay. Which we could definitely put on the nose of the ship. But I don't have a hospital. This could be a hospital. So my thinking right now is this could be the outside area for our animals. And also potentially a grow zone? Or either or, really. It's a pretty significant area. And we can keep the animals here when we are traveling with the ship and then let them outside. A lobby, an atrium, somewhere welcoming. Welcoming in air quotes? Because is it actually welcoming? So we need a laboratory, we need a workshop, we need a kill lobby atrium thing. I have a big area here for our throne room / ideology worshipping center. I don't know what this is. A workshop, storage. This could be a workshop, this could be storage, this could be a workshop, that could be storage, this could be the research. Who knows? But we need bedrooms. But here is where we keep our food, right? So we're gonna want to keep everyone sleeping close to where we have bedrooms. So we could potentially branch off a little bit. I almost want to make this a little bit sharper. This is starting to look like the Millennium Falcon. It's already the reminder to end the stream? Oh no. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I'm on a thought. I've been stricken by a muse to help me design the ship, and I have to end now? I've forgotten to do that. Well, I appreciate you doing so. Gosh, fine. I guess we'll play more RimWorld tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern. I did manage to make a whole schedule for the week. So my plan here is to stream again tomorrow. Same time. So make sure you hit the follow button. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Enable notifications. And if you want even more notifications for livesies and stuff, you can hop in Discord, and there is a reaction that you can react to that will give you live alert pings, and when I go live, I ping all the people with the live alerts. That way, those of you who don't care don't get pinged. And I also have been making those little event reminder thingies, and you can RSVP to them, and then Discord will be like, hey, the thing you RSVP to is starting. And you can RSVP to those in Discord too. Maybe coming back tomorrow has even more improvised ideas. I do wish that these plans were saved on the cloud instead of locally. That way I could play with it on my laptop while I watch other streamers play RimWorld in my living room. Take what you want and do the opposite, right? Yeah, well, sort of. I don't think that's always true, but yeah, I may said I would go to the gym.
For the love of RimWorld!
RimWorld! Snipping tool, grab the image and then style it from there. Hey, that's smart. Smarty pants. A reaction you can react to get reactions when just as an action that you may or may not react to. Yeah, precisely, in Discord. And also here are the other socials too. I'm not super active on other social channels, but, you know, I try. They exist. YouTube is a thing. In fact, we're streaming to YouTube right now. Toodles, everyone. It looks like a Dalek. It does kind of look like a Dalek. When I look at it in OBS, it does kind of. Yeah, there's this little Dalek eye stalk thingy. Exterminate. I save the game? Because we've been unpaused. Okay. Yes. Toodles, I have to go to the gym! I don't want to. I just want to play RimWorld, but I said I would do that today. And then tomorrow... I'm going to be starting around 12:30 Eastern, which is 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, and I have therapy at 7, so I probably need to end around the same time tomorrow as I did today. Because last time I ended like 15 minutes before therapy, and I was still just like, I was so frazzled during my session because I was still in streamer brain. Hi, Freight. Thanks to the stream, go get strong. Yeah, it's leg day. My class is all legs today. So I don't know who's live right now. Who's online? Too many tabs, and none of them are Twitch. Who's playing RimWorld? Do, 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 do. A lot of people on my follow list are playing RimWorld. The question is, which channel playing RimWorld should we go to? RimWorld Mania has grabbed the nation. That is very true. It's grabbed the Twitch verse. All of them. Well, I'm checking out how long everyone's been streaming. Like, one person I'm considering rating has been streaming for way too long, and also spoilers. I'm trying to find somewhere early in the stream for you. So many choices. I don't know where to take you. Time to end streamer. I know! woahhjess, I know! Okay, I've landed on a place to go. What's with everybody playing 500% difficulty these days? I've seen so many channels rocking the 500% difficulty. This is the new fad. I'm over here just like, I'm gonna play it on easy mode, strive to survive, leave me alone, Randy. I just want to build my ship and live in harmony. Okay, so I'm gonna send you over to How to Be Quiet. I'm gonna send you over here. I'm pretty sure the way that I met How to Be Quiet was at TwitchCon with a just completely random hug. I think that was Quiet. Just walked up to me, gave me a hug like he knew me, and I was just like, I don't know who you are, but okay, you're hugging me. And then realized I wasn't the person that he thought I was, and it was super awkward and also endearing, and that's how we met. How to Be Quiet is playing RimWorld right now. So, believe it or not, it was a hug from someone in similar channels, similar social channels. You have children in your colony and you're not open to that kind of emotional damage. Exactly, I know. But just can't be stopped. Literally, once you set a reminder, you're not sure how to stop it. I don't think you can. I don't think we can. But How to Be Quiet is playing 500% difficulty something. There's a grav ship involved. Eyes on grav ship. So, an Odyssey run, 500% Odyssey run. Let's do the raid thing. That took me a little while to decide where to go. But currently, there's a whole drama-filled moment surrounding mega spiders and death. So it should be fun. Between 5 to 7 minutes. Jace, like, you know me too well. Thank you everybody for being here today. Thank you for all the follows. Thanks for coming along with the raids. Thank you to the mods for being wonderful and engaged and doing all the things and knowing my patterns better than I know my own patterns. Thank you for the gift subs today. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for just being here and being flippin' awesome. You're all amazing. And I will see you tomorrow, again, at 12:30 Eastern. Yes, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I will do all the things. I'll ping you in Discord. The Discord alert thingy should go off, and Twitch notifications. Enable those things. Grab your raid message. And let's go say hi. Flash raid. How to be quiet. Song's a jam. This is the perfect song to raid out to. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, we all get some good sleep tonight. We can only hope, right? See you later, everybody. Thank you for being awesome. Thanks for being here. Boop. Goodbye. I mean, goodbye. Boop. Emmy has once again brought me a toy. She knows when I say goodbye that she should bring me a toy to celebrate the end of my stream. It's so cute. Okay, we gotta hurry up. This colony is rapidly dying before my eyes. I'm gonna raid you over now. Okay, see you all later.
Doing great. The man in black is here to save us. So very well. Welcome in.
See, that's what you get for trying to be a hero.
Listen. How's the colony going?
Well, shit on a brick and call me Shirley.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to our colony. We've been alive for 4 days, and it's going pretty well. I do say so myself. Here's our mom, who visited us on day 1, roughly, and said, you know what we need to